Good morning. The Committee on Parole is called to order. The time is 8:53 a.m. and we are at Raymond LaBoy Detention Center. My name is Pearl Wise. To my left is Mr. Roche, and to my right is Mr. Freeman, who comprise your panel this morning. Sir, give us your name and your DOC number, please.
Darren Ballard 24/1992.
24/1992 is what you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. All right. And with the staff at Raymond LaBoy, give us identify yourself.
Good morning, Ms. Pearl, Warden Marcus Myers.
Thank you, Lord.
Deputy Warden Turner.
Raven Heath, classification.
Those are born on record.
Well, we thank y'all for accommodating us this morning. Mr. Ballard, let me explain the process. I'm going to read some information in the record, and then we're going to have an interview with you, starting with me, because I was assigned the case. After we finish our interview, you have no guests today. We're going to ask the warden to tell us what he wants to know about how you've been doing. And after that, we're going to give you an opportunity to tell us whatever you want us to know. You have the last say before we vote. And do you understand the process?
Yes, ma'am, Mr. Wise.
All right. Information in the record. You are Darren Ballard. Our DOC number is 241992. You are listed as a sixth offender. Your current offense is unauthorized entry of a place of business, unauthorized entry of an inhabited dwelling, and theft over $500 or more. You have multiple sentencing dates. Sentencing June 15th of 2020, revoked March 11th of 21. Sentenced June 15th, 2020, revoked March 11th of 21, and a new sentence on June 14th of 2022. Your total DOC time is 13 years. Your parole date is listed as July 18th of 2023. Your adjusted good time date is October 20th of 2023. And you have a full term date of October 24th of 3032. That sound about right, sir?
Yes, ma'am. That sounds about right.
So the good news is, regardless of what happened today, you'll be home by Christmas, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's good. You got 425 days of programs. So tell us what do you know now you didn't know before after all those programs?
I learned to pretty much stay focused, Ms. Wise. I didn't have any motivation or nothing. I thought life would just come go easy, you know.
So you thought life was what now?
Just come and go easy, you know, whatever it was. And I don't know, Ms. Wise. I just didn't have any motivation to do anything positive at the time.
So what do you do every day now in the prison?
I work at the AS&R Department of Small Engines.
What do you do over there?
Repair small engines. I graduated from the small engine class. So I had my certification and the master technician certification, and I'm putting hands-on training now, doing work on small engines over there.
Well, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. That's right. That's definitely a good job when you get out. Good to hear.
Yes, ma'am. As it is.
Let me put some information on the record. You do have law enforcement opposition to your early release. When I look at your supervision history, you got revoked every time. So there's a poor supervision history. I just want to state that for the record. And as I've already called out, you're here as a result of a revocation because you committed new crimes. So tell me why all this still? Why are you still in?
I don't
Wait,
know.
why were you still in? I'm sorry, when you were out. What was going on in your life doing that? Take me back to that time.
Like I said, I had no motivation to do anything, and I guess I had a disease of just wanting to steal.
Did you what were you stealing for?
Well,
Drugs, or was it to eat?
I was just shoplifting. I don't know. I could have money in my pocket and I still would steal, Mr. I could have money in my pocket. I mean, you know, but it was I think it was more of a mental thing.
It was what, sir?
More of a mental thing than a financial thing.
Okay. 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 That's brave of you to,
I drove truck most of my life. I worked most of my life. I got 26 years of straight work on my work, and
26 years of what kind of work did you say?
I did various times. I finished college in engineering. I worked there for a year, and then I went on. Decided I wanted to drive trucks, and I drove trucks most of my adult life. But I don't know. I'm a certified mechanic. I've been doing mechanic work a lot. I made good money, but it's just something where I just wanted to travel and do things different. And I don't know why. I can't tell you why.
Yeah, okay, okay, well, that's being honest. If you don't know, you just don't know. But it's very concerning for me. And so the records show that you were married with 3 children. Is that correct?
Right.
What's the ages of your children?
36, 35, and 41.
Okay. Have any of them got in trouble?
No, my oldest son got in trouble. He wanted to try to sell drugs and was done. I don't think he's in trouble right now. I don't think he's headed for trouble. I don't know.
Okay.
But
And go ahead.
my other 2 kids, my youngest, my daughter is a respiratory therapist. She did 6 years in the Air Force, and she's pretty much the one that takes care of me right now.
That's good. That's good to hear.
And
Well, thank her for her service for us.
ma'am?
I said, well, make sure you thank her for her service.
Yes, ma'am. She's
great.
waiting for me to get out because I do handyman. She want to buy a house.
Okay.
So I got to be there for her too. You know?
Yeah, yeah. And you have to be there for yourself too.
Yes, ma'am.
And I do, and one of your victims was your nephew, right?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. Is he your nephew or what is he?
That's my sister's son. Yes, ma'am. My
Oh.
nephew.
And he's unopposed. I do want to state that on the record. He's unopposed to you getting out early. And we could not reach the other victims. Walmart had no contact, no comments. And until 8, we didn't get any kind of reports from them as to how they feel about the early release.
Yes, ma'am.
That's all I have. That's all I have. So Warren, what can you tell me? I'm sorry, Ms. Roche. Ms. Roche, I'm sorry. Warren, what you want us to know?
Well, Ms. Wise, he's done pretty good since he's been here with us. He's only had a couple write-ups. It's been a while since then. They were just smoking some cigarettes in the bin. But he completed some good classes. He's currently enrolled in Thinking for Change.
Okay.
No matter what, I'd like to see him complete that. I think that's important. And one thing, we talked about a lot in our conversation yesterday was, and y'all didn't hit on a lot, was his history of drug and alcohol. He had a pretty bad history of that. And he attributed a lot of the things that he's done to those things. So, I think that he needs continued substance. He has completed substance abuse training here, but I think he needs continued substance abuse training no matter what. And, at least 2 or 3 times a week. We need to keep him on the right track and wait for.
Thank you, Warren. So Mr. Ballard, I asked you about the stealing. You said it was mental. You didn't say it was drug alcohol.
Well, I mean,
yeah, well, you just got to figure it out. I mean, I just want to call you on that so you can figure it out because you have to live with you.
but Ms. Wise, understand this, Ms. Wise. The stealing part was not necessarily due to drugs because I could go do mechanic work and by noon make $500.
Okay.
And still purchase my drugs, but I still had that urge to steal.
Okay.
I almost couldn't go in the store without putting something in my pocket.
Okay.
And like I say, it's more of a mental thing than a financial thing.
All right. Well, thank you for clearing that up, Mr. Roche.
Good morning, Mr. Green. How are you? I'm sorry, Mr. Ballard. How are you?
I'm all right, Mr. Roche.
Mr. Ballard, tell me about your contraband right up to 2021.
Contraband rap, I had some, when I got here from Riverbend, I had some dry dip in my locker. And when I went to lunch, they searched my locker and found it there.
How long have you been incarcerated, Mr. Ballard?
Sir?
How long have you been incarcerated?
I got incarcerated in 2020.
You've been incarcerated about 3 years this time, which is 6 felony offender. So you've been incarcerated for a number of years before that.
Yes,
So
sir.
why can't you follow the rules?
I can't, Mr. Roche. It's just sometimes you just get caught up. I can't follow the rules. But when you're moving fast in the fast lane, Mr. Roche, anything could happen. And maybe I'm not gonna say I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, but maybe the people that I was associated with had a lot to deter with what happened in my life. Some things were intentional, some things were not. But you know, it's a point in your life when you decide that enough is enough.
Yeah.
You know,
And
it looks bad.
balance.
Yes,
You're a
sir.
very well-spoken individual. You're well educated.
Yes, sir.
You got a loving family.
Yes, sir.
It's about the time. It's about time you get on the right track.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you know, I've had that a lot on my mind lately because you know, Dad has taught us better than that when we were growing up. And he's old and he can't do nothing for himself no more.
But I would recommend a statement about when you go into a department store, you go into a grocery store, you have an urge to take something, even though you have money in your pocket.
Oh, it's fine, you with it.
You have money in your pocket, but you still have that urge. So you have a problem and you need to seek some help for that problem. Because the problem might get you in trouble again.
Yeah, yes, sir. But I don't know. I don't know what to say on that, Mr. Rose.
But you have some time to think about it. The good time
Yes,
date is in October. You have some time to think about it. When you do get released, I want you to stay that way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will give it my best, Mr. Rose.
Thank you, Ballard. Good morning, Warden. Maya, how you doing?
Morning, Mr. Roger.
Ms. Freeman,
Ballard, did I hear you say at the beginning of the interview you work for the state?
Sir?
Did you work for the state?
No, sir. No, sir. I didn't work for the state.
Okay, I thought I heard you say you worked for them for 27 years.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, thank you.
all right, Mr. Ballard, what you want us to know before we vote?
Ms. Freeman, this time around, I know my jacket looks bad in the past, but this time around, you know, was the most I ever did in the prison out of all those offenses. And it's something that's really eye-opening. You know, first I thought there was no real rehabilitation in the prison system, but I found out that there's a lot to offer if you look for it. Now, if you want to get what you can get, you can achieve a lot. Because my time here, I've accumulated a lot of things that I didn't really think existed in the prison system. Now, there's a lot of other things that are very much deterring to the system, and maybe there's some things that need changing, but it depends on what you want out of the program, what you want out of the stimulus you get. I don't know. I don't want to go back through this again. I know that much. I got enough.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Mr. Wise.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you. Mr. Ballard, I have enjoyed talking to you. You have a very interesting life. But I do want to state before I vote that you are better than this. You are better than being here. You really are. For me, my vote is to deny because of your criminal history, your poor supervision history, law enforcement opposition, and the good time date coming up. I just think you need to spend more time there. And I'm recommending that you undergo a mental health evaluation so you can get some things figured out so you can move forward. That is not, Mr. Freeman.
I also vote to deny due to your criminal history and disciplinary history. And Warden, I would try to make sure he finishes that class that he's in.
Thank you, Mr. Priest. Mr. Roche.
Madam Chairman, my vote is the same for the same reason.
So today, sir, you have 3 votes, but you, to deny, but, we wish you well. We encourage you to stay on the path that you're on, because the goal is to stay out. Because you're
Yes.
better than,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
got, going for you. Best wishes to you.
All right, Ms. White, thank you.
Okay.